Well, let's discuss this development further. Legal expert Evans Ufeli joins me on the news. Thank you very much, sir, for your time. Let me quickly ask, should the two separate motions filed by the Edo State government and the House of Assembly stop Shaibu's reinstatement as ordered by the Federal High Court?
Yes, once the judgment debtor has gone to court and has filed a motion to stay execution of a judgment of a lower court, it is deemed under the law that the action must be stayed. So what Shuaibu is doing now is actually against the rule of law. Against the rule of law to the extent that there is a substantive motion to stay execution of that judgment. Whether or not the motion has been heard or ruled upon is of no consequence. He need not go ahead and begin to act based on the pronouncement of the Federal High Court officiated by Justice James Omotosho. I mean, those orders are valid, but now the judgment debtor has gone on appeal. And by way of follow-up to the appeal, the judgment debtor, which is the State House, has filed a motion to stay execution of the judgment of the lower court in a higher court. It is the law that once such motion is filed, parties are supposed to maintain the status quo, pending on the determination of the appeal. Okay? So I don't know who advised Tribal to now go and resume today. Was it today that the judgment was delivered? Why didn't he resume at the particular day or the next day after the judgment was delivered? You see, I am not making a case for the State House. Neither am I making a case for Shuaibu. Okay? I am focused on the rule of law. What the law is. Because if you begin to take action, even when the judgment debtor has gone on appeal, it is a recipe for disaster because when you go on appeal, you are supposed to stay execution. You are supposed to stay execution of that judgment. If you look at during the election, if you remember in Kano, where the court had ruled, first of all, the tribunal ruled against the current governor. Okay? And he went to the Court of Appeal. The Court of Appeal ruled against him. And then the Supreme Court now, upturned both the tribunal and the Court of Appeal. In all those cases, parties had to maintain status quo. Whether you have just gotten a judgment in your favor or not, the truth is that the status quo must be maintained until and unless you have exhausted your options of appeal. And the apex court have said that judgment is in your favor. That is when you cannot go for execution. But as long as there's appeal and there are motions to stay execution of the orders of lower courts, you are supposed to stay action. So this one is going to cause problem. I don't know who advised him to go do that. According to him, he said that his removal was wrongful. His removal was wrongful, and therefore he can resume at any time. That is not the law, as far as I'm concerned. The law is that you must maintain the status quo until the options of appeal have been properly dealt with.
All right, finally, is this development likely to affect the party's conduct at the upcoming elections in September?
Well, most likely because now he has ordered all his aides to resume duty. And he has placed an order that anyone who fails to resume duty will face the consequences. So not only has he resumed, but he has also started giving orders. And the state is now saying that he's impersonating the substantive deputy governor. Okay? Because that one too is still in office. And two rams cannot drink water from the same bucket at the same time. It is not the law that at any point in our history we should have two deputy governors. And then we should have one making orders to the effect that his aides to come around and resume duty, while the other making orders and saying that the actions and orders of the other should be disregarded, that he's an impersonator, he's a meddlesome interloper. So what Shaibu ought to have done was to remain, okay, maintain action. I know that before the appeal will be considered and before they will get to the Supreme Court, the tenure would have elapsed. But at least he will get his entitlement as ordered by the court. All his remuneration will be paid to him. And it should be on record that he was impeached, but the court restored him. So it will not be that he left office impeached. The court intervened and restored his position. That is what will be on record. But what he's doing now may most likely lead to a breakdown of law and order. Most likely, because you can't have two deputy governors in it.
Right then, the court judgment is in 2 weeks, and we see what happens from then on. Legal expert Evans Ufeli, thank you very much for speaking to us.